You're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Hi, I'm Omer and you're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. Today is Monday, May 18th. We always like to start the new week with fan mail, and this one comes from a fan that says, "It's been nice to see how you've grown to be quite comfortable in front of the camera. I enjoy KMNH and seeing you guys grow. I especially enjoyed the segment where we saw your baby pictures. As always, thanks for the positive feedback. And we are feeling more and more at home in front of the camera. Mainly because we really are at home in front of the camera. We are at our house. And I feel like we've grown in front of the camera as not just a reporter or as an anchor, but as Tommy reminds us, we are community leaders. And our fans like you keep us going by helping us know that we're making a difference. The other thing that has also grown that I've noticed is our hair. Not sure what to do with that under the current situation, other than to just keep it real along with the rest of KMNH.
Former President Barack Obama held a special graduation celebration for all the 2020 high school graduates on Saturday night. We thought it was pretty cool. LeBron James and the other stars gave inspirational speeches too. But what we really thought was great was all the different ways that local school districts are celebrating their seniors. There were car parades, Zoom graduations, and even a Minecraft virtual graduation. And next weekend, there are more graduations to come. We here at KMNH congratulate all of our seniors. And a big shout out to Happen Teen Hall member Spencer as he graduates from Walnut High School. We recently talked to Spencer about his graduation and plans. Hi Spencer, thanks for being on KMNH, and we want to congratulate you on graduating from Walnut. What was it like? Was it tough to finish up your senior year online?
Thank you so much for having me. I miss everybody over at Happen. It was really difficult to finish senior year, how it ended. Online school wasn't too hard, but it was just hard not seeing my friends and seeing my teachers, and it was hard to just send them an email and wait for them to respond whenever I had a question.
Any advice for us teens who are facing learning from home, maybe even into next year?
Next year, the advice I have is to, if in case there's e-learning still, I would say still try to do all your work. Put the same amount of effort you would put in at school every day. Just try as hard as you can, but also maybe do work outside. Sometimes I did that. Sometimes it really helped me. It helped me think better.
What are your plans for college, and have they been changing with the pandemic?
Oh, for college, I am still hopefully going to Evansville this fall, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I'm actually considering taking a gap year if there has to be e-learning for the first semester or full year.
You still been playing basketball?
During this pandemic, I've been playing a lot of basketball, and it's been hard because I've taken a lot of the hoops down, but I've still found some. There's some at Parker Woods. I've also been working out a couple times a day. I really enjoy doing that. It helps me release my energy and some stress. And this summer, I'm hoping to work on the farm at my church camp and do a lot of physical labor. I really enjoy doing that.
We will all miss you as a Teen Hall member, but we hope that you'll visit us at Happen sometimes when everything gets back to normal. Thank you for being on KMNH.
And I'll miss everybody at Happen too. I had a great time being there, and at Teen Hall, I had a great time coming and seeing everybody. Thank you so much.
Today's word of the day is capable. It's spelled C-A-P-A-B-L-E. It means having power and ability. We're all capable of making a difference in this world. Every effort, small or large, can lead to great changes when we all come together as one.
another KMNH weather report, and it looks like they pulled a switcheroo on us. We ended up with a beautiful weekend, but we're gonna pay for it. It is going to rain cats and dogs for the next few days. Not really cats and dogs, it's an expression, and now that I think about it, it's kind of a weird expression. But I did some research and found that it might date back to the 17th century and may refer to London's poorly designed water systems. Nobody really knows, but the expression was first used in a play in 1653. The line in the play was, "It shall rain dogs and polecats." A polecat is not even a cat, it's a ferret. But over the time, the phrase became popular and slowly changed to cats. What we do know is that most cats and dogs are known for not getting along and fighting so terribly that maybe people started using the expression raining cats and dogs to mean that it's an angry or bad storm, like it's fighting. Maybe it might be fun to come up with a different expression. Just think of things that don't work well together, like scarecrows and crows, snakes and mice, spiders and arachnophobes, weather reporters and jokes, apparently. Besides that, I'm Larkin, and this has been your KMNH Weather Report.
If you have not heard or seen the scarecrows, then you might be isolating yourself a little bit too much. Scarecrows are all over Northside. They've taken over Northside front yards and celebrate the creative wackiness that make our neighborhood so wonderful. Families have made scarecrow-like sculptures out of found objects to scare away the coronavirus. Northside is now full of sightseers coming in just to see these creative masterpieces. The most famous scarecrow is a giant snake that now lights up at night as if the snake is breathing fire. We have the creator of the snake scarecrow on KMNH tonight. His name is Jimmy Finnegan, and we can't wait to find out how he came up with the snake idea and how he created it. Jimmy, thanks for being on KMNH.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
What inspired you to come up with the snake idea?
Well, we were doing some work on the inside of our house, so we had a lot of extra boxes. And my wife was going out of town for a while, and the cats drive me crazy when she's out of town, so I used all the boxes to make a cat fort originally to distract them. So that's why you see holes cut up and down the sides of the boxes. Eventually I wanted to make a scarecrow, and I looked around at what I had, and I had all these boxes. So the idea kind of came together that, hey, I need to get rid of these boxes anyway. And it was just the perfect thing to make a scarecrow out of.
How did you hang the snake up?
Well, there's 2 ropes that go through every single box. And then there's 1 rope that goes from the tree to my porch, and essentially the dragon's just hanging from that 1 rope.
Did you think that it would get so much attention?
I had no idea it would get that much attention. I put it up last Sunday and it was raining and I was kind of rushing to get it done. I just kind of really threw it together, and I'm glad I didn't know it would get the attention because I would have labored over the details a lot more. But I kind of like the vibe it turned out with, kind of a little bit less precise, thrown together kind of vibe.
So you've just added lights, and now it's a fire-breathing snake. How did you accomplish this creative element?
Well, the lights serve 2 purposes. After it rained a couple times, the head was starting to sag like this. So I needed a way to prop the head up, and really I had to put something inside of it to prop its head up. So that's what the main purpose of the lights was. And there was also a call to add lights to the scarecrows, which a lot of people have been doing. So it also served that purpose.
Your scare corona is brilliant. So do you have an art background and any suggestion to anyone who wants to make their own scare corona?
Well, I'm an industrial designer, so that's a little bit of an arts background, I guess. But really, I just enjoy being creative and expressing myself, and I've just enjoyed making stuff like this my whole life. As far as suggestions for other people, hoarding pays off, and I would just look at what you have around your house and just get inspired by what you can find.
Jimmy, thanks so much for being on KMNH, being in our neighborhood, and sharing your talents.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
We are collecting kids' art to share here on KMNH for a new segment called Kids Art News. We want to highlight the emerging artists of the world. That means kids 17 and under can send us their masterpieces, a little information about themselves, like your age and what kind of art you like to create, plus anything else you'd like to add. Don't forget to add what your creation is about and how you made it. Your work might just be featured here on the Kids Art News segment on KMNH. Just send your artwork to info@happeninc.org.
I want to thank you for tuning in to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. A special thank you to the Northside Community Fund for sponsoring this broadcast. I hope that you've enjoyed this broadcast, and I hope that you will tune in again tomorrow for more of KMNH.